Happy Monday, everybody. How was your weekend? I hope it was good. Today, we are talking classics, and we are looking at the 1974 The Taking of Pelham 123 with Walter Matthau, Robert Shaw. Now, I'd never seen this before, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
What? What? Squeaky chair, what'd you say? Oh, we're live? Oh, crap.
Happy Monday. That's right. The weekend is over. The work week has began, and I hope you had a great weekend and are looking forward to a great week. Now, we've been a little struggle busting here because Nerdy Dad had some issues and ended up in the hospital last week, so that's why there was no video Friday. And you may not even be aware of this, but I just wanted to let you know my apologies for missing a day. It does happen very, very rarely, but we're back at it. And he's back at home, and everything's going to be A-okay. Right? All right. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, as always, for being here. New subscribers, old subscribers, all of you. We love you all, and we're always happy you're here. In the description down below are all our links, our website, our merch page, all sorts of stuff, money-saving coffee coupon codes. It's all there, just for you, to save your hard-earned money. Because some days you just have to have coffee. All right, so as I said, like a week or so ago, and yes, you'll see Squeaky's not here. All right, evidently there was a big delay wherever he was at, and he missed his flight, and then he tried to get a train, and he missed that, so he'll get here when he gets here. It's crazy. All right, so as I mentioned several videos ago, now that Shogun is over, Monday is for classics, nothing new, just older stuff. Wednesday is International Day, and Friday, for the most part, will be action movies, kung fu, things like that. Kung Fu Fridays. All right. So I thought we'd start this off with a movie I'd never seen before. To be fair, I've seen the remake, or the second remake, and it just really didn't, excite me all that much. But here we are, and I thought I'd give the original a shot, and I'm so glad I did. Let's look at it. I'll quit talking so we can look at it. The Taking of Pelham 123, 1974. 1 hour and 44 minutes. And yes, this is a hard R, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot of language in this. And some racisms and whatnots. But it's made when it was made. Okay? 4 armed men hijack a New York City subway car and demand a ransom for the 17 passengers. The city's police are faced with a conundrum. Even if it's paid, how could these people get away? They're in a subway tunnel. Directed by Joseph Sargent, written by John Gotti and Peter Stone. Now, I'm sure one of those are the author of the original book, which this was based on. Starring Walter Matthau, Robert Shaw, Martin Balsam. It has a lot of stars in it. Just to name a few, it's got Hector Elizondo's in it. Earl Hinman, the late Earl Hinman, fantastic guy. He was Wilson in Home Improvement. The guy looking over the fence. It's also got Jerry Stiller is in it. Let's see, Doris Roberts. I mean, it's got some really great actors in it and actresses. Wow. Dick O'Neill's in it. Wow. All right. So let's talk about this, shall we? Basically, Walter Matthau, for the most part, is really well known for his comedy stuff. And I guess you would call it comedy. Like he made a lot of funny movies. Grumpier old man, and he just had great comedic timing when it came to movies. And He was just brilliant. However, in the early 70s, he made 3 hard-boiled, like, cop type movies where he played a tough guy, if you will. And this was before he ended up having heart surgery. And after that, he went to easier, softer roles where he didn't have to be so angry, I guess it is. In this movie, he's a cop and he's fantastic. Like a serious role, and he does well. It's a shame. Like, I really enjoy his comedic stuff, but it's a shame he didn't do more serious roles because he pulled it off top tier. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even joking. Walter Matthau was a brilliant actor. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything where I was like, I don't like that. No, he's just fantastic. So as I said, this is based on a book, and this was on point. An hour and 45 minutes, and for the most part, like you're in a subway tunnel, in a subway car with these kidnappers who aren't afraid to kill people. And it's pretty outrageous because it's like, how are they going to escape? They're in a tunnel. Like any place they're going to come up above ground, we got that covered. pretty great concept, and everybody pulled this off 100%. It was just really well done. Though, if I had a complaint at all, the mayor was goofy. Like he was just, I don't know. His character just wasn't great, but he did come off as a politician. So, and I don't mean that in a good way. Like, so anyway, the transit cops, they're the ones dealing, and on above the ground, above the subway, is regular cops coordinating with the transit cops. Who Walter Matthau is a transit cop, like not uniform, but like detective or lieutenant sergeant, whatever. And he's running this whole thing, the investigation or whatever, or dealing with the kidnappers, and it's insane. Like you don't know until the end what the actual plan is because there's no way they can get away. And everybody, all the cops are like, there's no way they can get away. So what's going on here? Does a great job of explaining the premise, like in the world building in the subway car and what's going on with the different people in the car. Which you also find out there's an undercover cop in the car, which comes into play near the end. But overall, there's a lot of times I'll watch 70s like cop movies and they just don't do it for me. But this was fantastic. This is way better than the remake, in my opinion, with Travolta and Denzel Washington. I remember watching that, but I've only watched it once. I watched that movie once, and I remember it just really didn't. I was meh about it. Now I need to rewatch it. Maybe I was not paying attention. I don't know, because this is fantastic. And depending on how much they changed of it, it may just be I wasn't paying attention. So maybe I need to rewatch the remake, the second remake, because there was another remake done in the 80s or 90s. I don't remember which. Probably the 90s. 80s would have been weird since how this came out in 74. So probably 98, I would say. There was a second remake. Or a remake and then... Anyway, I'm blabbering. Excuse me. All right, you guys. Hey, look. I'm really trying to pull this together for real to make this channel better and keep everything coordinated. I've got a camera over here. I've got to test out if it's better than this one. I'll use that. I've got a new microphone over here that I've got to test out. I've still got to finish straightening out the office. Procrastination is my jam. All right. But I'm working on it. So thanks as always for being here. Bear with us. hopefully Squeaky will be here Wednesday to help me talk about whatever international movie I'm talking about. I miss that cat. All right. Hey, I gotta go. Gotta get my day started. Gotta run some errands. All right. Thanks so much, you guys. And we'll be back on Wednesday for International Day of Awesomeness, hopefully. Michael the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair, wherever he's at. And this big fat nerd. We'll see you on Wednesday.